Is there and has there been an alien race hiding in plain sight in the book of Genesis? Let me read this from Genesis. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great on the earth. We kind of know this story, but we always bypass the giants part.
The author of Genesis is making reference to this extraordinary event that is clearly very well known to the reader.
What is the event?
So the event is the sons of God, angelic beings. They're lusting after the daughters of Adam. They descend to the earth, and then they procreate with these women. And the result is a race of giants, and these giants are referred to in the biblical narrative as Nephilim. This story is expanded upon in the Book of Enoch. In Enoch, chapter 6, the first few verses, just like in Genesis, it reads, "And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose wives from among the children of men, and beget us children." They take wives, they procreate with these women, and progenerate a race of hybrid giants. And then they impart to mankind forbidden knowledge from heaven. And mankind is corrupted through this knowledge. The giants began to devour men. God resolves to intervene, and then the flood ensues. It's referenced multiple times in the Old Testament, and then we find it in the New.
Peter talks about how the angels sinned.
Right. Peter writes that God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them down to Tartarus and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved for judgment. And then Jude, the brother of James, he reiterates this in the first chapter of Jude. He writes, "And the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day." And then a few verses later, Jude writes, "Now Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about these men also, saying, Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment on all, to convict all who are ungodly among them all of their ungodly deeds, which they have committed in an ungodly way, and of all the harsh things which the ungodly sinners have spoken against him." Verbatim from the Book of Enoch. The ancient Hebrews clearly believe that these, and I'm going to call them extraterrestrial beings because that's precisely what they are, descended to the earth in the days of the pre-flood patriarchs.